always talking about how to be successful in your business and how to market your business for success and all the different ways that you can make more money to be successful. But one of the things that I haven't done so far is actually sit down with people who are successful in their business and ask them how they've done it. So one of the things I wanted to do in this video is I want to share 5 tips that came from speaking to a number of planners over the years about some of the things that they've done in their business to be successful that they think made a huge difference. And I've actually picked out the 5 most common reasons they gave, and these are coming to you in no particular order, so pay attention. I'm Jody Ann Rowe, founder of the Event Planning Templates and EventCertificate.com. And I work with event planners and wedding planners who are struggling to find leads in their business. If you're struggling to find leads, don't struggle too long. Come on over www.eventcertificate.com, or if you're just looking to organize your business, go ahead and check out my template shop at eventplanningtemplates.com. So here are the 5 things that I found most successful event planners had in common. And as I said earlier, these are in no particular order. They were just, as I spoke to them, all the patterns that started to emerge. So the first thing that I found was that they actually worked with realistic deadlines. So most planners that I met who were successful said they worked with realistic deadlines. And what they meant was that when they meet clients that they were about to book or work with, they tried not to take on clients who had no idea what planning a wedding involved or planning an event involved, and therefore wanted them to turn it around in an unrealistic amount of time. So let's say they met someone who hasn't done anything for their wedding, have a large wedding to plan, and they are maybe a month out. They wouldn't take that client on. They said they found the most success when they were working with clients who were planning ahead, or at least maybe a little bit late in hiring a planner, which was normal, but not at the point where you were just running around trying to get everything done. And as a result of that, you're more likely to run into vendor issues, to have issues on the day of, to have so many problems emerge that you're struggling to manage them all at once. So that was one of their first tips. Second thing that I found was common amongst them was that they all charged enough for their service. Yes, so this one should come as a no-brainer. If you're not charging enough for your services, it's very difficult for you to get a profit, or at least a large enough profit that you can sustain your lifestyle, or if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're open to quit it, that you have enough money to do that. So one of the things that all of them in fact were doing is that they were charging enough for their service. Now, this didn't happen right away. A number of them said when they first started out, they never charged enough. But over the years and after working with clients, they would always need to update their prices. And one of the common things I found was that their prices now compared to when they first started out was hilarious. A lot of them said when they look back at events that they planned previously and how much they charged, they could kick themselves only because it was way too low. But at the same time, it was a learning experience. So one of the things that you need to look at right now, if you're struggling to make a profit, if you're struggling to get to that number that you're trying to hit, that revenue goal, look on if you're actually charging correctly. The third thing was that they took time out from their business to rest and relax. Yes, I know you're building a business, and when you're building a business and you're trying to get everything done, it is difficult to walk away from it. I know, because I'm like that. When I see certain things going in my business, or if I have a revenue goal I want to hit, it is very hard for me to step away, because to me, you're asking me to step away when I haven't even achieved what I wanted to. But here's the thing. Sometimes when you're on like the hamster wheel and you're going a million miles a minute and you're trying to get everything done and you're so burnt out, you're working from a place where you're not even investing or putting in the amount of effort or brain capacity that's needed. So stepping away and taking the time to relax and then coming back would be better than running at like a lower level and putting in like half the amount of effort that you should be. This one is difficult. I know, guys, I struggle with it big time, but taking the time out to rest and relax can also help you sometimes, because maybe you find you've been marketing your business, you're trying to do everything, nothing is working, you're going at it over and over. Sometimes all you need is a break to step back. Now, I don't mean break like break from your business, but I mean like a break to just rest. Take a week off, take 2 weeks off, right? Take that time to revive, rejuvenate, and come back with a fresh pair of eyes and brain cells who are really now excited to do what you love to do. The fourth thing that they had was that they did not compromise on their standards. So here's the thing, when you're working with clients, you will meet all different type of clients from all walks of life who want all different things, right? It's very rare that two clients will be exactly the same. But that doesn't mean that you should be changing or compromising your standards with each client. So yes, you should be mending and molding your services to suit the client's needs, but that doesn't mean compromising your standards or your business. So what do I mean by that is when you're working with clients, let's say you meet a client and their budget is way lower than it should be for the type of events that they're doing. What you can do is you can still work with that client. You can still provide them service up to what you're able to. What you don't want to do is that you don't want to now start cutting your services or compromising on the quality of the products or things that you would normally use just to fit that budget. Because what that does now is start compromising the quality of what you provide, is compromise your standards. And this is when we open the door for those bad reviews to come in, right? Things that can actually hurt your business in the long run. And the fifth thing, last but certainly not least, is that most event planners that I spoke to who were successful in their business were lifelong learners. And what I mean by that is that they were continuously upgrading and updating their skills. So even though they were at the point in their careers where they were skilled, they knew what they were doing, they had the knowledge, they had the expertise, they were always going after learning something new. So they were always taking new classes, new workshops, new courses, tons of things to always upgrade themselves, but also keep them up to date with what's trending, what's working in the market, and what's not. And this is so important as a business owner, because even as you grow and you might start getting a team, your team might be handling a lot of things, but for you as the owner, it's still important to understand how things work in your business, even if you're not doing it, how things work, what's the latest, right? What's updated, even if it's getting that information from your team. But it's also important for you to go out sometimes, maybe go to a conference, whatever it is that you need to do. And I'm going to link something for you here because I have a bank of workshops and courses that you can look at, that if you're thinking, I haven't actually looked into how I could upgrade a skill lately, check them out. There might be a course in there for you. Now, after watching this, I do want you to look at your business. Did any of these 5 things resonate with you? Are you actually not hitting any of these? Look at that and see if it's something that you can improve. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll answer them for you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can get more videos like this one week after week when that notification pops up. Thanks so much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.